And I was fortunate enough to pick up Blender at around 12, around 5th grade, I think. And from elementary school through middle school, I enjoyed most of my free time making video game animations. Sometimes it's getting harder and harder for the viewer to exactly tell what's genuine craft versus what we usually call AI slop. Good afternoon, everybody. It's my first Blender conference, so yeah. And also my first time in Texas, and I gotta say, Texas hospitality is real. That's good. Yeah. I'm actually supposed to be in class right now, but the professors wouldn't give me a excused absence. But hey, here I am. And of course, huge thanks to the Blender community and the Autotroph team for letting me speak here today. Like, it's a great honor to be participating, at least in this kind of way, to the community which I've engaged in for quite literally half of my entire lifetime. And yeah, today I want to talk about a HoloMARI, an interactive multi-angle 3D holographic portfolio solution that prepares you for the era of generative AI. And yeah, nice to meet you. My name is HP Park, and a little bit about myself. I was born in South Korea, and currently I'm studying in architecture in New York at Cornell University, and I came here representing the Binary Holographics Corporation. And I was fortunate enough to pick up Blender at around 12, around 5th grade, I think. And from elementary school through middle school, I enjoyed most of my free time making video game animations. And then in high school, I delved into different kinds of projects, academic and creative. And I also taught my peers how to use Blender by opening a little club in school. And applying that good Blender knowledge to good use, I realized my passion had roots in designing buildings and spaces. So I applied to Cornell's 5-year architecture program and used my Blender rendering for college portfolios, for my architecture class, as well as producing architectural renders in the workforce. Now, throughout my few years of engaging with graphics and CGI, there was a genuine problem that I noticed, and especially facing the generative AI era and the online presence of 3D CGI art. Now, as you may know, it is evident that there is an oversaturation of Gen AI images online, and because of this, sometimes it's getting harder and harder for the viewer to exactly tell what's genuine craft versus what we usually call AI slop. Now, there are a few ways I've seen some people go about this problem, and sometimes they'll say, it's not AI. Look, here's my 3D turntable video. Like, I rendered that. Or sometimes some people say, here's my Blender source file. Here's my screenshot. It's proof it's not AI. But, we artists know better, right? We know that every genuine render has a true creative process behind it. Now, there's always more truth in the process than a single render can actually hold, whether it's whatever scene or object or material that we make. There's always a design, a visual intent, concepts that we have in our mind, and of course, the kind of effort that we take to translate these thoughts and intents into 3D space. And we have all of these very valuable information and things we want to present, things we want to convey, yet the web reduces all of this into essentially a flat rectangular still. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with images as a whole, but in the AI era, all of this information gets buried under Gen AI saturation. So we have this kind of a problem. How can we solve this problem? What if we could try to inspect and interact with our 3D renders, but at the convenience of opening a simple web image? Or what if we could share renders that feel like full rotatable objects and scenes in a way that rewards genuine craft? So this is where I introduce to you what HoloMARI is. And before we begin, let me show you a short video that explains this and how it works. So HoloMARI, what does HoloMARI stand for? It's a little mix of a word combination and an acronym, Holographic Multi-Angle Rendered Imagery, HoloMARI. So it's a blender to web medium for showcasing genuine 3D craft as an interactive multi-angle artifact. So it's high fidelity renders, interactive and accessible on pretty much any modern device. So how does this exactly work? We started with a Blender add-on that carefully places multi-angle cameras in any scene you have. And really, it's a pretty rudimentary process. It's a bunch of carefully placed cameras and images rendered and packaged together, but it works like a charm. So on the user side, it's pretty simple. Using the add-on, you can place a set of configurable ID-tagged cameras around your subject, and here you choose your angle range. So you can do a limited sweep of your 3D scene, or you can go full 360, horizontally, vertically, or both, and choose how the view angles are distributed. So in other words, you're basically deciding how inspectable you want the final result to be before you actually start rendering. And once your camera settings are decided, comes the actual rendering process, which takes around similar to like a short video clip. And the final output consists of a series of images and a data file, which we call a Mari image package. And of course, we have the HoloMARI web application that takes that rendered file, you upload it through a file interface, and then you can create your holographic multi-angle media portfolio online, and then share your content online as well. So let's see this thing in action. As you can see, HoloMARI works both in the browser as well as mobile. It's a highly accessible multi-angle media viewer, optimal for most devices, shared at the convenience of a web URL or a QR code like this one. So maybe you can try it if you want. And the important thing here is, because these are just rendered images, basically, the visual quality is pretty much exactly how you render when you render content. So basically, visual quality just as rendered. So no software downloads involved, no high-performance GPUs, but still the true visual quality produced none other than by you. And yes, you can share individual content one by one, but you can also share your profile page, which pretty much acts as a full 3D portfolio on its own. You can also share a gallery page, which is more of a collection of selected works you want to share at once, with previews in the page as well, so you don't have to open each one every single time. And another important aspect is, because these are image-based, you're not exposing any of your 3D source files to the web, so there's a security element in play. And no need to spend extra time reducing polygons, optimizing your model either. So even the most fine, complex details of yours deserve to be shown. And with this kind of fidelity, you can also embed your holographic media into your own website using HTML embed. So you can easily add interactivity to your web page. And because it's such a lightweight solution based off just images, it loads in just a few seconds with minimal stress to the device that accesses your web page. Now, the shrewd among you might ask, HP, why not use something like Gaussian splats? It's a newer technology and another way to share 3D content. And it's true, it's an amazing technology with great possibilities. But here's the thing. Our image-based process is actually a great path toward such integrating future technology like splats. And the concept of images is fundamental in graphics, and whatever the next big format is going to be in the future, images will still be part of the creative pipeline. And HoloMARI's format is a perfect input to generating a high-quality splat, or something even newer in the future. So think of it less as a competitor and more as a flexible foundation that complements such newer technology, especially the one that I'm going to show you next. So, okay, given all of this, HoloMARI and everything, where does all of this lead to? What does the future of CGI and 3D art look like? To give you a little glimpse of that answer, I'm going to introduce what we like to call digital holographics, specifically the digital holographics ecosystem, which is an exciting future. We have developed a HoloMARI compatible hardware and software solution called the HoloDisplay. So essentially, this is a new patent-approved technology meant to be screen replacements that bring 3D into our physical space in a sense. So where we are currently seeing billboards trying to like mimic these 3D-ish anamorphic effects, the point is to replace those with display panels that show the actual true 3D holograms. So science fiction holograms of our time. In essence, this is how it works. So it's a display panel like any other, but it has special physics to showcase different images depending on where you're looking at it, different viewing angles, left, right, up, or down. And all simultaneously with no kind of tracking or no wearables involved, just the raw eyes. And we have built studies and prototypes to prove that this concept does physically work. And these are images of our first iteration, the Mark I development prototype. But hey, guess what? We just built the version 2 just days before coming here. And I got you a video that showcases the whole display in action. Thank you very much. Now, here's the important thing about this. So, HoloDisplay and HoloMARI. So this is how the ecosystem works. So we have 3D creators and artists using software like Blender to create these holographic media in the first place. And then we have HoloMARI, which acts as our software ecosystem that pretty much binds all of that together. And in the end, there's the HoloDisplay, which is the hardware application distribution layer. So essentially, it's a medium of the future centered around 3D creatives and Blender artists whose work will shine when those thoughtful, intended details are delivered through additional spatial depth. So, a little recap. What did we learn today? Let me do a final recap of the exciting topics we covered today in 4 parts. So, the problem we have today, the oversaturation of Gen AI, causing the collapse of genuine craft, which is hard to discern from what we call AI slop. And creators are ending up defending authenticity instead of letting the actual work speak for itself. And of course, we always know there's more truth in the process than it is lost during delivery. And the web essentially flattens that into a rectangular still, where most meaningful parts of the work become invisible in the ocean of Gen AI. But we creatives always have a trick up our sleeves, and in this solution, we have interactive, inspectable form of rendered media. And if it can be rendered, it can be shared as an interactive artifact at full fidelity using HoloMARI, which gives our audiences control over the 3D viewport instead of just a single perspective. And this provides an artist-centered response to Gen AI, but also prepares for the holographic future, digital holographics, where 3D media driven by a genuine creative processes links Blender creators to software and hardware applications that treat multi-angle content as a next form of foundational media. So yeah, everybody, give audiences control over the viewport and elevate genuine 3D craft at full render fidelity in the most accessible, captivating way possible. And my name is HP Park, representing the Binary Holographics Corporation. And thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all have a great afternoon. And for those who want to reach out to me, that's the QR code. And for anyone interested in trying HoloMARI for themselves, or maybe a little demo, I'll also be doing a little workshop tomorrow as well. So for those who are interested, I'll see you then. And yeah, thank you so much.